What's going on, guys? Klutch here once again. Welcome back to the channel. Another week in review for the ModHub. We're looking at all the mods that came out this past week in the ModHub for Farming Sim 19. Most of these mods, I think, actually, yeah, all these mods here will be available for all consoles, PC, Mac, everybody. I believe has every one of these mods for the top of my head here. I can't quite remember now. I think I got most of them now. So we'll take a look at all these. We got all the ones you're looking at here. In fact, the map we're on, well, you guys may recognize this, Mercury Farms. Oh yes, you may have caught the video we did just the other day on this one, this map. Fantastic map by Alien Jim, guys. Check this map out for sure. But we're not going to talk anymore about the map today. We're going to be talking about the mods as we all had here, and we got a couple placeables over there which we'll talk about as well. So we got, yeah, quite a few things to get through here, guys. So we better get going here. All right, let's get to work. Pitter patter.
Klutch Simulations.
Alright guys, let's start with this little fertilizer spreader here, the Maddox, something like that. I really like this little fertilizer spreader. This thing is really cool looking, actually. It's a little bit small, obviously, but like for early game fertilizer spreader, you're not going to get much better than this. Look at the symbols up on the side here. That's so cool. Looks good. I love the little trailer comparatively to the rear mount fertilizer spreaders. The only issue is it doesn't do lime. That's the only issue. Look at the PTO here, the way it sits down there. That's kind of cool. It's got like a U-joint that kind of goes between the frame and then hangs down below. Interesting. Let's go take a look at this quickly in the store. So, Fertilizer Technologies, the Fertimax, you're looking 9,000 bucks. Pretty good price considering anything else is like 20 grand. Even the Brendal, which we got last week, 28 grand. I mean, I've got this Amazon here, which is a little bit cheaper, and the nice thing with the Amazon, it does lime as well. But as far as size goes, you're 2,500 liters, so it's a good size. What about speed? Oh, it's got a really good spread too, 24 meters versus 18, and really fast as well. Look at that, 22 kilometers an hour. That's not bad. You've got an option for wheel setup. You can go with wide tires or regulars, and that's about it. No color options. It stays orange. But really cool little fertilizer spreader. I really like this, guys. This is cool. Good price and good little product. All right, let's go and move along. And next up, we got a couple of balers. We've got a square baler and a round baler. We got the Kuhn. I don't even know what the model numbers are. I'll have to look off the side here. What is it, the VB2190 and the 2707 Massey Ferguson. You know, the square baler, it looks pretty much standard to the rest of the square balers. I think it's about the same size. The Massey Ferguson, however, obviously. And then the round baler, it's kind of a little bit different. It just looks a little bit different, the Kuhn style of this one. Let's go take a look inside the store for both of these. I believe they're both 4,000 liter bales they create. But yeah, they're standard balers. Let's go look. So baler technology, where is it? Oh, it's over to the right, that's right. Baling technology. So here's the standard Kuhn square baler. Let's go move down. So look at about 105 for the square. 50,000 for round for base game stuff. Let's move on down to our other ones. Where are they? There we go. Here's the Kuhn. So 56,000 you're looking at. That's not bad. So it's a little bit, it's right around the same price as the New Holland. No other options, but you're getting 4,000 liters. I believe 20 kilometers an hour is the speed of the New Holland as well, off the top of my head. And then there you go, 125,000. So it's a little bit more expensive than the Kuhn square baler. But yeah, it looks good. But then you'll get another Massey Ferguson, so if you wanted to go with more Massey Ferguson equipment, now you have that as an option. 200 horsepower though, that's actually quite a bit for a square baler, I do believe. What's the other one? Let me just double check here the prices while I'm looking at it. 140 horsepower, so yeah, you know what, that is actually quite a bit. So just keep that in mind. If you end up going with this Massey Ferguson, you're going to need 200 horsepower to work it. So it's a little bit more than your typical square baler. Anyways guys, let's move along. Alright, so next up we've got a whole set of tools for, well, most of them are for front loaders. A couple of the ones down at the end here, they have options for both telehandlers and for front loaders. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary, guys, but it's just nice to have a whole set of tools now that you can use for both, for your front loader essentially. Just start connecting a bunch of stuff here. Boom. This is the lightweight bio belts bucket. Looks pretty good. Nothing really to talk about there. It's a bucket. The bale fork here on the one side, oh, don't walk into me, sorry, is a little bit different. It does fold up. So it does do this little folding technique where they all fold in. I guess you could find a use where you could hold some different bales and some different options there, I guess. And then as well, of course, we have just some regular bale stacking devices. I don't think I need to discuss these at any length. They are what you'd expect. Let's see if I can connect to this first one here. Self-made, yeah. They are kind of both similar to this one here and the one on the far end. Nothing special there. But, yeah. And then last of all, a silage fork. Right in the middle here. That's a pretty big silage fork, actually, guys. Look at the size of that thing. Anyways, we'll leave that there. But they all look really good. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I do like this Flegel bale fork, though. That's cool. Let's keep on moving down the line here. So next up, we do have this Brent. It's a auger wagon, obviously. The Avalanche. Avalanche. Ah, man, this is actually kind of what I was looking for in my Let's Play recently. And didn't really have anything. I do love the fact that you can get it with tracks. It looks so good. But it's a good size. I can't remember what the size of it is. We'll have to go take a look inside the store, but it's a little bit bigger than most of the base game ones. So this will be, you know, right along the large size one. Let's go take a look in the ModHub at this one. She's all the way over here. Our auger wagons. The Kinsey was what I was thinking of. There we go. So these grain carts now, it's very similar to the Hallmaster as far as size. So the Hallmaster is what, 70,000? There she is. So you're looking at 53,000 liters. So it's just a touch smaller. What's the other one? Yeah, 37. That would actually have been a really good size for my Let's Play, to be honest with you. It's a little bit bigger than this GTW we got earlier as well. But you can go in here and you see your wheel setup. The price is 118 to 126 depending. 300 horsepower to run. But it looks, I don't know, I do like the tracked version of both of those. Unfortunately, that one there is not, is it? No. Okay, just wanted to double check and make sure. I couldn't remember what the GTW had, that Bergman. But anyways, so yeah, 300 horsepower. You can go with the track version or the standard. And you're getting about 59,000, 53,000 liters. So good size as well. Cool, let's move on down the path here. Another cool mod we got, the Amazon Pantera 4502. This is a sprayer, as you can tell. It looks pretty good though. It's just a little bit, I don't know, it just looks a little bit more modern almost than some of the other stuff that we have. I do like this one. I can't remember what the size of the width is. We'll take a look at that in a second. Once we open her up, let's see here. I'll just get it so it's kind of in a spot we can open up. Nothing you would not expect from a sprayer, I suppose. Hope I'm far enough away. Pretty close. Quite a long spread on that. Oh man, I need to back it up so I can fit everything out. There we go. So quite a long width on that one. I can't remember what it is. Let's take a look in store. It obviously has the option of lowering. And then you can also spread your wheels depending on, oh, I can't see. There we go. Depending on what your crop spread is at. So just for realism's sake, right? Get our lights going up there. Beacons going. Looks good, looks good. Interior view is what you would expect. Everything looks as you would expect for this thing. I don't know. Awesome. All right, well, let's close this thing up. And we'll go take a look at it in the store. So our fertilizer spreader, obviously, underneath crop protection. So our Stara is our base. I don't know if you can compare it to the Star or not. It's a little bit bigger for sure. 218 horsepower. It's actually less horsepower. And it does have a smaller tank though. So take that into account, but it's faster. A much larger spread as well. So this one here is 41 meters, where the Star is only 27. So it's not quite as far as the Hardy, but it's still a good length. In store, we have no options that we can add onto this. It is what it is, other than GPS if you happen to have that mod. But 245,000 bucks. All right, let's move along, guys. We got the Fortshit. What is the model on this thing? I can never remember. The 303, I guess. So it's a kind of a grass harvester, grass cutter type harvester of sorts. This thing is actually pretty awesome. Now, I do remember seeing this from FS17. They had the exact same models in here. You can see we've got the grass mower, I should say, and then we also have the what is it, the tedder and the windrower. Yeah, see which one's which, I can't remember. This one I think is the tedder right here, and this one here is the windrower. You can see it's got the baffle on the side of it. Anyways, FS17, and I think the first time I actually saw this being used was by a good buddy of mine, Tiny426. You can actually see his channel in the description below, guys. If you check the description, you'll find Tiny's channel. But he was using this on FS17. Oh, something's getting shot around here. Anyways, very, very cool looking little harvester. Do love this thing. So let's go take a look at this in the stores. We'll take a look at some of the options. If you want to do more of an old school farm, this is a great option. You're going to find the the unit down in mower itself. So there you go. You've got one change of color for your rim, and then for your configuration, you can change between 3 different colors, or 4 different color options, I should say, depending on what you want to go with. There's no other options available for this other than GPS again. As far as see the rim color, if we can change that, there's not a lot of options there. You can go to a yellow, I suppose, but that's about it. So that you're looking at 105,000 bucks. Pretty low on the horsepower at 80 horsepower. I mean, it's not the biggest piece of machinery on the farm by any means, but it does have an interesting, authentic look to it. So let's take a look at some of the other options you can get for this. So like I said, it does have, where are we here? Under your mowers, we'll scroll over. There she is, the blade, I guess, the E025. Once again, you can change the rim, the colors, and then of course you can change the header color as well, depending on what you're going to use it for or which one you're going to match it to. And then of course, windrower, you've got the same thing in your windrower. There she is, the 318 model. And you can see the windrower has the baffle on the side. I guess that's the best way of telling which one's which. And the tedder, we'll go over to take a look at the tedder. Tedder, there she is. Tedder 12 grand, the 318. And once again, you can tell because it doesn't have the baffle on the side. But that's really it for the Forge Strip mower, I guess, and the complement pack, the whole package. So let's keep on moving along. Let's go look at some placeables. All right, as for placeables, we've got a bunch of sheds you can see here, guys. It's several different variations. I do like this one in particular. This one does look nice and authentic. It's got some lights up on the top there you can see. Light switch over here. If I can turn it on. I don't think I can hit it without the menu being up. But anyways, you got the light switch up there. It looks good. I do like this kind of a lean-to style. It leaves a lot of opening space for parking and not getting hung up on it. You do have this one here, which is more like a riding arena almost. I'm not a huge fan of this just because the entranceways are so small. You got one at the back here, I guess, or the front potentially. It's just, I find these a bit of a pain to use. And then same with this one over here. It's very similar in that sense. You can see how big this one is. It's actually rather large. And then down here is a smaller one, which is the same. It's just these pillars always seem to get in the way for me, and I get stuck on them all the time. But nice looking, I like the brickwork that goes around. Nice looking sheds. The big thing for me, to be perfectly honest, are these fences. Now, I've just put a couple out. There's a picket fence pack we got. You can see here, there's kind of a pickety looking fence, I guess. Yeah, Klutch, you're a smart one. But I do love this wooden fence pack here. Look at this. Oh, yes. Gates. I'll move that out of the way, and you can see here's like a regular fence board, and then you've got a double gate right here, which opens up. All animated. So good. So good. On top of that, we've got this little brick fence, brick wall fence, I guess, here. You can see that I've placed. And oh, someone's doing some chainsawing up in the hills up there. And then we also got, you can see here's a long piece. This is one fence right here. This is one placeable. So if you're doing a whole fence line, not bad. And don't forget this large brick wall up here. Man, like seriously, I'm trying to do a video. Could you not do that? So that's it, guys. That's all the placeables. In fact, you know what? Let's go to the store and we're going to take a look at some of these just because we have time. So under decorations, I believe it's decorations, right? We'll take a look at some of the fences here. Let's get over there. We go. Here's our picket fences. So you have a couple different options. Fence pole right at the end. And I believe if I scroll all the way down here, there's going to find some more. Oh, look at all the trees we got. Here we go. Here's our walls, double singles, corners, more trees, bunch more animation stuff. There we go. Here's the ones I do like. So these are the regular wood fence. You've got different gates, left and right hand gates, the double gates, the curved heel gates, like just a lot of cool options. and then a ton of bigger, longer fences. Like this one here was the extra large, is the one that I had placed, I believe. And then down into your stone walls, you got curved walls. Anyways, anything else? I think that's it. Anyways, guys, so that's really going to do it for us here today. Some very cool mods, especially I just like these fences. I'm kind of in awe of these. They're great. And let's not even get back into talking about the map. Alien Jim has outdone himself with Mercury Farms, and it's just so good to have it back on FS19. Anyways, guys, that is really going to do it for us today. Thanks again for joining me in today's episode for the ModHub review for the week, and we will see you guys next time. This is Klutch, over and out.